It's my last day here in Da Nang. I feel a little bit bad leaving the place. I've been meeting some nice people in here. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any date in the whole 3 weeks to, or like, well, I went out with that American woman, but she was a little bit older and she was more like playing those game makers instead of like when they realized that I don't wanna, if I don't want to be with them, or if I'm politically thinking differently, then they start sabotage. Same in Finland. But like I said earlier, I'm not sure yet. Like what I'm doing today. I feel like my body needs some rest, so probably I'm just gonna rest and recover myself to my next city and next location. I also wanna do some sports in there, so I don't wanna get too tired. But at the same time, I feel like that's the only way how I can meet people to go skateboarding different places or do different sports, instead of like asking people online to, hey, do you wanna go and have coffee? Do you wanna go and do something? So basically I go and do my maximum effort in different places and hoping that some woman is recognizing it and respecting it. But so far, more effort I do, usually I just get more tired, and then it's funny when I can barely walk anymore, because then they're like, haha, he's not good doing anything, like look, he can barely even jump, like how terrible. And then I'm like, well, I have been 10 hours and then you can see me again. But whatsoever, I'm not complaining. At least I'm saying the things, so it's not like so people can at least hear the reality if someone is listening this. But that's the kind of story of my life. I still think there should be like one common language for everyone, and then there's like their people's own, every country's own language, but then one common language, so it makes communication so much easier. And because learning a new language in one day or one weekend, it can be a little bit, well, I don't know how fast the people are developing and the teenagers are developing nowadays, but maybe all the kids are learning all the languages in the world instead of one common language. I still think the one common language is better start. And also here, I hope someday I can come back here and have a little bit bigger budget to go and see the Golden Bridge, and also have, when I have days off, I can go to like do some stuff that are costing some money, so places where I can actually relax, and whenever I feel like I want to go to cafeteria and sit down there 2 hours just resting, I can do that. Or so I don't have to think like, should I eat or should I drink coffee, because of course I need to eat all the time, because I'm exercising so much and I need energy. Eating is more important than coffee at the end, and of course drinking water is even more important. But today I'm gonna go and I saw that there's some sauna ice bath place also in here, so I'm gonna drive there and ask if I can pay with my Apple Pay. It was around maybe €5 or max €10, 1 to 2 hours. I need to check the prices. Hopefully I can pay with the card. And also now I feel like I'm going to that place difficult time. Like probably there is not gonna be anyone else than me at this time. Probably the girls that I like, they are not probably there in that time. They are sleeping or doing some other things. So basically I'm just late or too early or wrong timing, like usually. But whatsoever, I just go there and recover. But of course I was also hoping in here that getting my penis inside some girl and some warm place, that it feels good instead of ice bath and getting frozen. But I'm trying to think it different ways. It's at the same time it's shock to my legs and my, well, like it's like cold and warm, like healing and I'm trying to recover my muscles. I'm not embarrassed to feel horny or have erection in front of a woman or like have sex or have feelings. And like usually I have been saying this all the time, I still think talking is the best way to like express the emotions, and that's how things are usually getting somewhere. But so far I have been mostly just talking alone with my phone and masturbating with my hand. Whatsoever, I'm kind of tired of complaining about my loser life, but that's how it is. I still can't lie about my feelings. I feel miserable alone. I feel that I want to sleep with someone, feel some good. I want to feel good with some woman, and I want to stop suffering and doing too much. Hello, can I do my laundry? Alright, so now I dropped my laundry in there, and also I thought like that girl is actually kind of beautiful, so I was asking if she's single, but she said that she's having family, so kind of unlucky again. That's why usually it's so much easier for me if I can online search just singles and I don't have to go for married women or understanding it wrong. Like yesterday, that plaza, I was feeling like I was trying to get that woman from one man who was maybe 80 years old, and I don't want to be with a woman who's 80 years old, but somehow they were really living in reality that I want to come and take their woman, and I really don't want to. I'm kind of handsome and I'm not that old, so I don't want to find 80 years old woman, and I don't want to fight against 80 years old men to get some grandmoms to myself. Neither any married woman, but. And now I'm trying to remember to take my keys, and so today I'm gonna go to Zone 1 recovery ice bath, sauna and compression boots. I need to search the entrance from somewhere. Alright, so what a surprise that it's not open. My luck again. Alright, so at the end there wasn't any, they were closed and they said that they are only taking bookings, so I'm gonna search some other place. Somehow I'm not surprised that even today's plan is going somehow wrong. Alright, so now my next location I found this recharted nourish your body, nurture your soul. Sauna, steam, ice bath, spa, coffee. I'm gonna go and ask the prices. Alright, so now I did my first sauna round. The sauna was actually kinda alright, 70 to 80 degrees, and kinda basic sauna. Alright, so also the ice bath was really good, and I feel like my legs are recovering after that, and it's really good for recovery. I've been a little bit against it because I don't want to get addicted to stay there too long. Usually I'm staying there 1 minute or even less. Actually, I met one guy one guy from England, and he said that he used to be influencer. He started 2017, and he's having like almost 400,000 followers. He do mostly like some fun stuff too on his Instagram, and I was trying to say that I'm also trying to a little bit more doing influence, but it was kind of interesting conversation. And then maybe he was professor or something about mathematics and biology, some older man, maybe 60 to or 50 to 70. We were talking a lot about people's health and health benefits about sauna, and kind of interesting conversation. Some people from Sweden and Asia, and then I met one girl from Japan. She was maybe a little bit too into me, but at the moment the time is that I need to find. She was maybe this much taller than me, and I feel like maybe a little bit too loosy little bit too loosey for me. So basically, I'm back to like plan B dating or like back in Finland I was because usually I'm allowed to only have sex with people that I don't like at all. I mean, like, she was kind of pretty, but I'm gonna stay honest about what I like. Sometimes in Finland during the COVID times, because the other option was end up alone, but I'm not like I don't wanna continue that fuck around thing anymore. Like I mean, like sometimes maybe I can have sex with someone that I don't like that much, but I would like to have sex with someone who's beautiful, because I'm handsome, I'm nice. I don't wanna just go different places to find someone that I don't like. This also Vietnam is full of beautiful girls. Finland is beautiful, full of beautiful girls, and my size, and not too loosey for me neither. And then they try like, yeah, they are getting jealous, like you want some tightness, and like fuck some man in the asshole if you want tightness. And
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And I'm like, come on, don't lie to yourself, like. But anyway, in Finland I was living 5 years that I needed to broke up with my ex-girlfriend and fuck some ugly Finnish woman almost 5 years in a row. I'm really ashamed about it, but somehow I feel like I was almost forced into because of the jealousy. Like in Finland it was like I can once a year or twice a year have sex with someone that I don't like. Just like, and I was like, come on, look at me, are you fucking kidding me again? But that's how the businesses are mostly working, and but I don't wanna complain, like I don't wanna say someone is like ugly, and she was actually her face was kind of pretty, but she was a little bit too big for me. I mean, like, the size is not always matter, but like and I also like tiny tall girls, like, don't get me wrong, but I don't like that much like overweight or like things like that. But I don't wanna be mean to anyone, but I don't wanna neither lie to myself. That's I don't wanna lie to myself, and I don't wanna lie to anyone if to have sex with someone that I don't like. So basically I came to part of the world where it's the most small size people to find some nice girl who's my size and looking good, and also in here I need to search the super tall or overweight woman, so the Finnish women are not feeling bad about themselves. Almost all the girls, I like so many girls in here, like so many pretty girls in here, and I don't know why I need to just go for a wrong one all the time. Like, it's so frustrating, But anyway, I came to my one of my favorite restaurants. Is it this one or the next street? Actually, it's on the next street. Alright, so I went actually accidentally on the wrong place, buying some tea at the same time with some kid again, and maybe I should start, like, I should think that maybe I should, like, I can concern if the woman is pretty, and if she wants to buy me something to eat or clothes, or bring me to some nice place to hang out and buy some nice things for me. Maybe I can spend time with them, and maybe it's ending up somewhere, but I can't promise anything. So basically, because now the world is more equal, I wanna also, like, usually the men are always like buying everything for women to get them out for eat, or buying some expensive things to express them. So basically at the moment I'm searching for super rich. The woman, they don't need to be super rich, but they can ask me, and we can go do things together. I also tried this back in Finland, but no one wasn't interested to do that. They wanted to. I don't know why. And in any ways, I don't want to date any man. It doesn't matter like how much they have money. I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to. I mean, like, I can do business, or I can do like do sports, or promote some brands, or like do that kind of stuff, but not about dating. So I don't want that people are living in that sort of like fantasy. Or I picked up my laundry, and like I've been saying before, this single bed has been just for my clothes this trip, and I have been just they're alone, and like I said earlier, probably today I do 3 episodes, kind of like how to end up alone, how they call it back in the day, KKK, or what was the movement again.
What do you mean by that?
Also the woman who I'm buying water from, or the woman who wants to help me with the finding woman, she also thinks now she's helping more me to meet guys, and then I'm like, I don't want to be with the guys. Same thing happened back in Finland when they forced me to broke up. Then there was some like old woman, like 62, 80, and they were like trying to help me to find man partners. So those forced gay times during the COVID time. And somehow I still think they are breaking a little bit my human rights, trying to force me to do that, or understanding things wrongly again. I'm gonna go to my parents and update a little bit about the situation and where I'm heading to next. And I was fighting a little bit with my father yesterday, so I'm trying to normalize our relationship again. I don't want to fight with anyone, neither with my family. But